5005 UC, and all of you, I actually want to ask, the first person here, I'll go down. So we'll do 1d3. We'll figure out, alright, Leilani. What you up to?
I imagine, since we're all already here, we just got out of the recording studio, recorded the newest song she wrote, and she's just kind of tired, so she's just I guess exits the recording studio and goes to the kitchen to get a bottle of water.
Gotcha.
And just goes back to the couch and just kind of, I don't want to say man spreads, but she's just kind of like sits on the couch and just kind of lays back and goes, and be like, there's no reason for no nerve wracking, nothing to be nervous about. Glexonic is good old Glex is he's come real far from what we showed him the past year or so.
She kind of closes her eyes in calm contemplation as she lets out a sigh of relief as you massage the back of her neck. And she goes, you know, babe, I was wondering, where's Remlin?
I figured she was still in her room.
So Remlin, what are you doing?
She's like kind of sitting on the floor, playing with her, with an action figure of her fatal idol / magical girl, Gleaming Gloomy.
What else? Tell me what Remlin might have been up to, under adoption of Leilani here.
And okay, you guys gotta tell me if this comes through well when I do this voice, okay?
Okay.
He will say, you want us to start by playing a whole stadium?
You say this to Slab.
Fuck. Yes, that was perfect.
I'll say it to Leilani.
Okay, you go ahead.
You say that, and Leilani will just kind of. You say you're leaning down on the couch. Leaning on the couch. Are you like right here? Is it kind of?
He's like more leaned towards like the arm of the couch, but
Okay.
he's looking at you now.
Yeah.
He's leaned back though.
And Leilani is just kind of like crane her head all the way back, kind of like resting on the back of the sofa, and just kind of look to you and go, It's a venue we've played in before a couple times. I mean, it's spacious. There's a lot of seats.
It's not claustrophobic.
No, it's. I say stadium. It's a little bit of over-exaggeration. It's not huge, but it's a large enough venue. Not gonna feel any. I didn't feel any. I didn't feel claustrophobic.
I think I could play there.
Oh, good.
And your master Azad has also notified you that May Mayhem, who is this high-priestess of Hastur over in the city that got captured, has informed you. Has informed you that as part of your assassin training, that if you can take her out, you will rise through the ranks of your order of the Hashashins, and this will prove to be a beneficial means to elevate yourself. So, with that being said, the two of you are currently making your way over, with information handed to you, to the abode of Leilani Donovan. What are the two of you saying? Or rather, the one of you saying?
Yeah, I was about to say, this is going to be a very one-sided conversation. You put me alone with the mute man.
Yeah, what about this is the most appropriate circumstance.
Anything like physical that says that is detailing the information?
Yeah, it's like a little like a little parchment note.
Azad, you sure you don't got any like connections? Anyone else we can go to?
He'll like reach up and like act like he's rubbing his chin, but it's really just like the bottom of his mask. He'll reach up, he'll look to the sky, he'll rub it a little bit, and then he'll look back and just shrug.
Fuck. once, but it's not like I got many other people I've worked well with these past years. By the way, it's a good thing you actually knew where she lives, because I did not. Things, sounds like a nice apartment. It's a nicer part of town. I guess your connections tell you this shit, huh?
He'll nod, and then he'll point at you, and then he'll point in the direction of the apartment, and he'll make, like, a gesture as in, like, not good.
It's gonna be something. I don't know if I ever went into the details, but she didn't exactly leave on the best of terms. I don't really know what to expect. I'd play the sympathy card and be like, yeah, I'll help your old man, but I'm fairly certain she wouldn't mind if I was just dead in a ditch somewhere at this point. So we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, maybe we can find someone else in your order. I don't know, I feel like assassins probably don't mind working with a piece of shit like myself.
Oh, don't worry, I got it. And she will get up. I'll place you guys behind for the time being. As
I like to imagine, and I know that she isn't a PC, but like as she's walking up, she probably hears Vincent going, "You know, this is a nice door. Was I supposed to knock that loud?"
Azad just shrugs.
And eventually hear, like, a lock. The few mechanisms unlocking, and she opens the door and she goes, how... Leilani, I think there's a homeless man.
What? They're not. I thought. What? What do you mean? There's a homeless man?
And she looks back to you two and goes, how can I help?
I'm just gonna turn to Azad and be like, you know, I get that a lot, but this is like the one time I actually am homeless.
Azad will solemnly put his hand on your shoulder.
I go, Vincent? Azad! And she'll shut the door. And she'll look to Roxanne and be like, Roxanne. That's the dude I was telling you about the other week. That's
Him?
Him. Look, I know he doesn't have. I know he has his mask on. You have to believe me. He's a fucking stud.
Hey, we're still here.
Look, 1 minute. Look. How do I look?
I mean, you can probably, like, put on a nice outfit in like a minute or so.
I didn't know there's no time. And she'll Leilani just kind of like pull her shirt down to show her cleavage a little more, like pull her pants up a little bit, and she's going to cast. She's gonna put on some like bright red lipstick, and then she's going to cast musical accompaniment and play some smooth, sexy jazz music.
Here, let me get.
Just kind of like shrug, like very heavily. He's like, I don't know what you want.
And the door is not too heavy, but through like the door you can hear this music play. And the door will open, and Leilani's appearance has drastically changed a little bit. Maybe Vincent, it kind of like puts you, like disgusts you a little bit, like, oh, what the fuck. And she'll lean on the door and be like,
saxophone.
She's gonna lean on the door and go like, Azad, it's been far too long.
Do you hear the saxophone? It's not just me, right?
Azad's gonna nod fervently, and he'll, in sign language, be like, "Hello, long time no see. We have urgent matters to discuss."
I see. She'll just kind of like look at Vincent, just kind of look back to Azad and go, "Well, by all means, please come. Make yourselves at home." And she'll grab Azad's arm and just kind of feel up his bicep, and just kind of like gesture him towards the couch.
I mean, he does have an impeccably well-toned body.
That's true. And I'm just gonna stand here for a bit and go, was that invitation also extended to me?
Azad's gonna like look back as he's being dragged inside and just kind of like shrug and then make a motion with his free arm as to follow.
And also, why come to us? Do Do you need water?
I haven't had water in a bit. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yes.
Roxanne gets him, goes, don't worry, I got it. And she'll head up to the
Thank
back.
You. Your roommate's very polite.
They were roommates.
Yes. She's a very good friend.
The slab, with his bellowing voice, goes, "That's Leilani's girlfriend."
Oh, okay, cool. Sure, yeah, she's still polite.
We support LGBT rights in this house.
Yeah. Give like a thumbs up because I'm terrified of this hill giant that is.
And he goes back to reading Meditations.
You don't have to be scared of him, Vincent. He's a very soft and kind man.
Yeah, that's only slab.
And just gonna step around and open the door to the studio and go, Vincent, great news. We'll gladly help you.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. We have business opportunities also in Erzurum, and well, helping out my old man in the process wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know how to spell this word. Oh, that's right.
All right, I appreciate this. I really do.
So, but yeah, no, Azad, you don't get an answer to that. You only just get like some sensual eyes, and then after that conversation, you see Roxanne and Leilani go to their room.
Yeah, you're a bit of a master in perception, so you know.
I wonder what could be going on.
Azad's just kind of like he's like sitting and he's like, you know, doing like the tick of like rubbing like the top of his legs. And he's gonna look around.
Layla Rotsi wrestling again.
And he's gonna slowly stand up. He's gonna pat Remy on the head. And then make
He's gonna participate in some wrestling.
It's all gone. I don't know what happened to it. And it was a real. After that last mission we did, just been down in the dumps, you know.
Leilani looks at you just neutral face the entire time.
And that night I told you the truth. There was something else I wanted to tell you, but you said you were tired and I didn't want to. Thought it'd be best if you got some rest. Thought about what I said, but
to be fair, after telling your adopted daughter that you'd been lying to her for almost her entire life, about the whole reason as to why you wanted me in the first place, left me, I guess, a little upset.
That's fair. Maybe raise isn't the right word, but have someone I could fall back on and trust with the one thing I actually wanted to do. So I trained you in certain things, skills that I thought would be useful, but at a certain point, I stopped being proud of, in a very cold way to put it, very proud of an investment, and I started just being proud in you. Something I wasn't supposed to care about, but the more you were around, the more I really started to just... It wasn't supposed to happen, but I actually started to care for you and love you as if you were my own daughter. And what I wanted to tell you that night was, I've watched you grow up to be a fine person, and I'm so incredibly proud of you.
And she has the Malik PC signature, a shit-eating grin. Damn. And goes, our friend Azad there has an impeccably toned body. Did you know that?
What?
I mean, he's just... have you seen his body? His naked body? It's incredible.
No. What? Have you?
She's gonna wink and shrug and then leave the studio.
I will leave the studio.
Better now than never, right? She'll walk over to her and be like, Remlin, we got another adventure we're going on.
Okay.
Go get your things, honey. And she'll kind of like rustle your hair and send you on your way to your room.
She will just drop from the couch and then just stumble to her room.
Falls over.
Scooby-Doo noises ensue.
You see the goddess Hecate. That is the forbidden goddess of magic. You see Eru and Ashura, who are the king and the queen of the gods, as they are so lovingly called. You, of course, always see Shezar the Shadow, who is the god a lot of undead pray to, as Plutos does not like the undead, and so they have to turn to another claimant to the underworld for religious guidance or protection. As you all continue to make your way through, you find yourselves at this relatively it almost seems like an office building, or not an office building, more like a taxpayer's house. But you see that there are a number of different Templars, each of them bearing the Ankh symbol, which is the symbol of the Aeoran Chantry. And you walk inside. Yeah, it's some fine cheese.
I will not sit next to the zombie
Up
child.
a wheel of cheese.
Bro, what y'all got against Remlin, bro? Remlin's a good girl, bro.
She's just very hungry, bro.
Yeah, and don't worry, Leilani's feeding her some cheese.
She
fine.
bites your finger.
Make your choice, Azad. Where are you going to sit?
Leilani gives you this look. Dude, she knows what she's done.
This
Why?
is on the whole campaign, isn't it?
Dude, she knows what she's done.
He's gonna up his social points. Right now it's -50 with Vincent, and it's at 50 with Leilani.
Azad will just stand right there.
No shot.
He's taking the centrist.
Well, I mean,
answer.
technically Remlin is in Leilani's lap, so I mean, look to Azad and go, oh, if you need somewhere to sit, Azad, you can sit right next to me, and she'll kind of like pat the sofa right next to her.
I mean, there's no reason. There's no reason why you wouldn't want to sit next to me, right, Azad? You just sit down somewhere.
Like Sonic will look toward al-Rashid and say,
if it's brought you all the way from the planet, it must be important.
Indeed, I have. This is not my first foray into such occult expeditions. Of course, I've just come from the Silver Hunt, and I've spoken to my colleagues, my fellow colleagues, and I would ask for my friend, Loremaster Muhammad here, but he has done much already, and I would not put that much strain on my friend. So
do
I come
know
here.
Who that is?
make a society check.
There's not a shot, dude. He better not know who this is.
You do.
I know who it is.
He is generally just called the Jaded Stargazer, although you don't know much about him other than that he's a pretty old wizard.
Okay.
City of Erzurum, and we will supply you with whatever materials and consumables and equipment we have at our disposal.
Okay. So when are we heading out?
I was hoping we would head out right now, actually, if there's nothing else all of you have.
Nah, I'm normally a busy man, but I'm sure I could clear up my schedule.
Did you say you are homeless?
Azad's gonna like facepalm.
Yes, I don't really know. I don't really think you'd be too busy at the moment, Vincent.
Oh, she goes, I can corroborate. Yes, you have nothing going for you right now.
Well, truly nothing.
Indeed,
No
you are a
offense.
man without a cause.
Sorry.
Leilani's just looking at you with a big shit-eating grin.
I mean, a lot of them are. My father was. I put a lot of my focus. Of course, I've worked out here and there, and I exercise, of course, but I put a lot of my focus on academic studies. That's why I'm with Loremaster al-Rashid here.
No, that's fine. It's just, like I said, you're the first one I've seen in person. Just trying to... Yeah, an old man, yeah. Heard stories from an old man. Just trying to see if there's any validity to them.
Yeah, I wouldn't make a good sparring partner or anything like that. I only know so much that I can defend myself against like wild animals.
Just gonna look him up and down one last time.
He'll kind of scratch the back of his head, just like unsure of what to do.
Very well. All right.
No, look at al-Rashid, and al-Rashid just shrugs. No expert on the terrain here. Truth be told, Vinyamar is nothing but idyllic mountains, beaches, and plain grasslands. Yeah, much cleaner.
Off-putting to you.
A good walk through this, it builds character.
And disease, I'm sure.
Truth be told, I'm with al-Rashid on this. This is horribly disgusting.
I can see why Kurzai remains difficult to conquer. Having an army pass through such places, well, that must be terrible to experience.
I was gonna say it's because no one wants to fucking be here.
Oh. I mean, truth be told, some of the undead here, quite friendly. I have had my reservations coming here, but no one's nibbled on my neck just yet.
Cut to Remlin currently trying to nibble on Leylai's neck.
What did he mean by that? Hey, yo.
Mr. al-Rashid, do let me know when you're ready to set up camp. When we've traveled enough for the day.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Donovan. I believe Mr. Haleth has set up camp not too far from here. We're only about an hour or two away, and I've been told he set up in a quite green spot, so it'll be much nicer than the swamps here. That's for sure.
Oh, and you'll be able to clean off your shoes.
So you've noticed. And he prestidigitations the mud away.
You know, that is one spell I've always wanted to learn, but it was just never in my repertoire.
It's his. I can teach it to you sometime if you'd like.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Of course, and he smiles, and of course, Nalsien is very happy with how the expedition's going so far.
Mr. Evander.
Tilts his head to you.
I just have to ask. What sort of eyeshadow are you using?
Well, it's a special mix of some sorts. I'm sure Malekith has a number of different items that he gets. I could not tell you.
Well, it looks nice on you. Brings out your eyes.
I appreciate that. I've been told it complements my skin quite nicely. Well, I will be here. If any of you need to speak with me, we will march on Erzurum on the morrow.
Okay.
These are tents then?
Yeah.
Look at you. I'm gonna get really close. And I'm gonna tell you. Oh, I don't actually give a shit. No, Leilani's not this exactly. But she's tried to get a reaction out of me multiple times. It's been long enough, I'm playing it up just a little bit.
Azad's gonna nod, understanding, and then just kind of like scratch the back of his head, because this went way better than he was expecting it to get.
Nah, I don't really give a shit what she does. But to a reasonable degree. I don't want her like fucking... No, I mean, hold on, I shouldn't use that word. I don't want her to... How do I word this? I guess I don't... the extreme, I don't want her to do a terrorism or something. I guess I'd say no to that.
Azad, as you hear Alize pop her head out of the tent, she goes,
"Why is she here?"
She goes, "Ew, you did what to her?"
Oh.
Azad's going to like physically jump.
The Alize jump scare.
Dude.
She goes,
"Dude."
She goes, "Bro, not cool, bro."
On this.
And she kind of goes, Yeah. I kind of want to kick some clown ass, you know? And also, lots of shiny things in Erzurum. And also, I think my old man would like that.
He'll sign, you're sure that he's okay with this?
Probably not. But you know what? That's fine. Because I got you.
He'll sigh, but it's like there's no like voice in it. It's just a very breathy, just.
Cheer up. You're happy to see me.
And he'll like hold up a finger and he'll be like, "Ooh, 1 second," and then he'll hand her the fucking
holy shit
Federation CD.
Holy shit!
The next gig, I just didn't know if you minded, you know, just a little bit of playing, practicing, if you will.
Oh, I don't mind at all. If you need to practice, go right ahead.
Wonderful, and she'll just do exactly that. She's
Make a performance check.
Oh shit! I have to do that. Oh fuck! How good is this song gonna be?
Oh, yeah,
I knew it.
This is good. This is good.
Oh,
nah.
gosh.
There you go.
All right. It had
I was really hoping for another natural one.
Yeah, no, me too. That would have been so fucking funny.
It's like, oh, you mind if I practice?
like strings breaking. I'm like, ah, shit.
I think at that point, Byleth would show up and be like, "What the fuck are you doing to my guitar?"
You don't deserve this anymore, bitch. Smack, takes my career.
But you know, it's a very pleasant set of tunes that you begin to like string out here.
Actually, hold on. Make that a 40 because she would have casted this too as like
accompaniment. Gotcha.
to fill in for Roxanne and the other band members.
Gotcha.
At the meantime, Ramon would sit on the ground, legs crossed, and she will like rummage through her bag, which will attempt to bite her, which she will reply by punching it.
Y'all heard that correctly, right? I hope you all heard that. Okay, because
Yeah,
I know what Nox is talking about.
I know what it is.
I need a clarification. What was it? Fucking, and then
You're doing it wrong.
no, God, fuck it.
You know.
I'm just
Wait.
As hard as I can, because I have draconic rage. I'm gonna just punch the fucking wood in the fire and see, does it light up?
Yeah.
See?
Wow.
You could have just done that from the start.
No, it's I gotta get a little upset for that.
Still cool though.
Wow, Vincent. I'm honestly just kind of shocked. I mean, a grown man couldn't even use a flint and steel. I mean, oh no. I had to resort to just punching the fire.
Wanted she'll double check something on you, Azad, a gift she gave you. She goes, you still have it. Good. Alright, have a good night.
Huh? I'm in my tent. Does she like poke her head into my tent? And it's like, cool, you still.
Yeah.
He's gonna like get up and like poke his head out of the tent. Gonna look around. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
And you notice that Leilani was like dusting herself off of the. It looked like Vincent had tripped her.
He's gonna cock his head to the side.
Azad.
Inquisitively.
Big, mean old Vincent over there just tripped me for no reason.
She literally cast a spell that hurt my head.
What? I would never.
Azad's gonna look at the both of them and then just go back into the tent.
He'll smile. He'll roll his eyes. And he'll say, I only speak from the most orthodox believers of the Chantry. I don't believe any of that nonsense myself. I don't think your blood makes up who you are.
Yeah,
Can't let it define you.
True. I've worked with I shouldn't say worked, but I've known a couple tieflings in my time that felt like, oh, I've got this in me, might as well act on it. That was never for me. It was, I don't know, maybe in an own way being, hey, I'm not gonna act like this, is maybe playing into that same hand, you know? But it could always be worse, is what I like to think. It's been pretty bad for me recently, but hey, it could always be worse. I don't know if we got the time for all that. Definitely.
I suppose we will for the next couple of days.
Alright, I'm gonna answer your question with a very much so a non-answer and be like, and I'll tell you, I'll answer that question once I get to know you a bit better. If that's fair.
No, totally fair.
One thing though, I brought up the bar fights, and you didn't question it, so I gotta know. Because I never really thought about it, but you know about us, right? I assume you got information about us beforehand, right? Or at least me, I assume.
I did, from the old man in the mountain. That's Azad's master.
What do they say about me? Where'd that come from?
I think because others see the fighting prowess in you, and from what I can gather, I assume they don't see any reason to use the skills that you've been. You can either say that you've been blessed by them or you've honed them, but I guess they don't see why you would use those talents and skills for what you do, and not do what I'm sure what they would rather have you do.
Sure. I mean, I had a pretty good teacher, but even he wasn't one to go out of his way to, assuming this is like Great Vigil folk or even the Chantry, assuming they'd want me to do good, right? Even he wasn't one for that. So I was like, yeah, I was younger, and I thought I'll set a goal for myself, and in a way, I'm still trying to work on it.
I hope you think on it, and we'll see what goals we're all able to accomplish together on this journey.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
He will smile. He will stretch his arms and back, and he goes, so it gave me quite the good beating there, apparently. Wish you a good night, Vincent.
Yeah, good night.
And he will head inside his tent. I see no reason why you shouldn't use it.
Of course. So you get it. You get it.
Of course. I would venture to do the same, but I feel as though I've been coddled by my privilege in Vinoir. I understand that being a Loremaster, we come with a set of honors and lifestyle that not many other nations are privy to. So I suffer only to understand how others feel. That they don't have the same luxuries that I do. That is not to say you're not privy to such things. Of course, you most certainly are entitled to it. I guess I'm really wanting to explain my own reasoning for it.
It's very admirable of you.
I hope so. I understand admirable is not one of the traits I often carry.
Don't know what awaits me there.
You would like to find out before you make any decisions, correct?
I would at least want to think about it.
I understand. And I would not judge you if you remain undead or not. That is not what this is. This ritual. It is not to purify or to turn what is right. If you wish to remain undead, or you believe it is better, you are better off being undead, then I won't stop you.
I appreciate it.
Have a good night, Mr. Glixonic.
Good night, Loremaster.
And he will bid you farewell and return to his tent up here as he chills up here. So, all of you, your first night in the wilderness, a couple of days away from the city of Erzurum, you meet 3 companions, Nalsien the Minotaur, Muhammad al-Rashid, a Noldo wizard, and Evander Haleth, a Templar, and a Grave Vigil. And these 3 will accompany you, aiding you guys in your quest to defeat high-priestess May Mayhem, her tribe of evil clowns called the Wonderwheels, but also to find a mysterious occult booklet that would resurrect Nalsien's undead father, and perhaps another malicious actor who is connected to all of this with an Oni-marked tattoo. And that is where we'll end the session.